Hi there, in this final lesson, we will discuss the concept of dictionaries. Dictionaries and lists are very similar, except that instead of an index, we have this thing called a key. So, let's go to our Jupyter notebook where I will be explaining the example that we will be using. So to declare a dictionary, we use the curly brace instead of the square brackets, and dictionary A equals the curly brace. This is an empty dictionary. If we wanted to insert values into that dictionary, we need to remember that instead of just a value, dictionary always comes in pairs, meaning that there will always be a key which comes before the colon as well as the value. So in this example, we are trying to assign test scores to individual students. So in the case of a list, it doesn't make sense because we are not able to assign a score to a particular student name or student admin number. But in the case of a dictionary, because they always exist in a pair with a key and a value, this can be done. So here we have a class with 3 students, Joshua, Shirley, and Don. So these 3 before the colon, they are what we call the key. Each key is then associated with a value that comes after the colon. So in other words, Joshua scored 85, Shirley scored 78, and Don scored 88. So if we run these 2 lines, we now have a dictionary which contains 3 pairs of values. So dictionary A will always contain these 3 items, and if we wanted to insert an additional pair, we can put in the name and within square brackets put in the key of the new value we want, and the value associated with this key is after the equals. So henceforth, whenever we see John, we know that he scored 98. So similar to a list, if we want to delete a certain value, we use the keyword del with the name of the dictionary. But within the square brackets, instead of placing the index, we now place the key. So if we wanted to delete Don, we can use this line. So again, when we now look at dictionary A, it contains 3 values or 3 students, Joshua, Shirley, and John. Don has been deleted. If we want to update the value of a particular key, just use the name followed by square brackets, and within the square brackets, put in the key. So now we have updated the value of Shirley from 78, now it become 88. So aside from using this method, we can also use the method .update, and in this format, we can actually update multiple values to say that Joshua now takes the value of 80, Shirley takes the value of 85. And this brings us to the end of the lesson on dictionaries. So in this lesson, we covered quite a number of difficult concepts. So I applaud you if you have gotten this far. In our tutorial, we will be doing additional activities to help us reinforce these concepts. Do try to attempt the quiz that we have set, which you can also find the link to on Blackboard. So just to summarize, in this lesson, we have covered a number of items, user and file inputs, errors, as well as we have learned new data types, booleans, lists, and dictionaries. Thank you very much and see you in the next series. Bye!